Good. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing myself. Can somebody tell me why I'm not seeing myself? Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what's happening right here. What's happening right here? Yes, we are online right now. We are back in the saddle. This is the Man Cave, and we're looking at season finale. But we have some serious thing to discuss. So we are just in here preparing for this very serious discussion that will be taking place right now. Okay. Let me bring up some things right now. These are stuff that we want to talk to you about.
Nobody told you this, but impotence is.
All right, so we want to do this, okay? All right. Yeah, we're working on that. Welcome to the Man Cave. Yes, the cave where men kick back and have reasonings and issues relating to men. It's important that we have these kind of conversations because guess what? Besides everything that we think, we must understand that as men we think different than women. Yes, or female counterparts are, they're doing their thing, they're working good, but there are issues relating to us that they don't fully understand, appreciate. And so one of the things that we have to do, hey, the time is deadly hot, so beg your pardon if you're getting a little bit of feedback in terms of the fan, but we need a little fan right now because there's no AC in this room, and it's off the chart. I tell you, off the chart. And so we want to talk about a little, not a taboo subject today, but we want to just talk about some matters today. So I'm making it off with some housekeeping first. Of course, season finale. We still have some stuff to do even after this one. And next week we're just kind of giving you a retrack of what took place before. So we might just patch in some stuff, and we hope to add some variety and some spice as we go along. The other season 3, will be coming up, in a short time, and we hope to make it more interactive. We will work out some of the kinks that we're having right now, some of the hiccups that we're having right now. We're going to try and work through those so that it's a little bit smoother for us. But of course, the information that we're about to throw out at you will be pertinent information, good information that you can take to the bank. What we do here, we do the research and we have the conversations. And those conversations are pertinent to men and women too. So, part and parcel of the same thing. So we're just trying to push the envelope, trying to educate you, trying to make you understand, what is required and what is necessary. All of those things, we want those things to work in tandem with what we want to accomplish. Stronger men more focused, men prepare for the role that God created them for, king, priest, and provider over our household. That's what we're looking forward to. Stronger men, stronger representation. You understand me? Stronger father, stronger family. Because people don't understand when we have a missing father in a family, very often it impacts on the family and the quality of life in the family and the quality of outcome. And so we understand that fully. We understand our role and how valuable we are to the setup of families. And so we are not just sperm donors, yes, but we are fathers. We are fathers first and foremost. And we want to, represent. As you may see on your screen, mancavepodcast.blogspot.com. So we are looking forward to seeing you, hearing from you. If you have a voice note, you can send it in via the blogspot, and we will play the voice note. The question, we will answer it. But even more importantly, we want to get your feedback on the quality of the information that we have been putting out, and if it has been helpful. If you feel that we can go deeper, whatever direction you want us to go, we want to go to that direction as well. We weren't able to do our barbershop podcast this time round, but we have made some plans for it, and we have had some conversations, and we're going to basically hammer those things down. If we can't do it live, we record it so that you might have it to look at. Just to hear men speak. Just like when women go hairdresser, them whoop a talking one. When men go barbershop, whoop a talking one too. You know what I mean? And I want to hear the kind of conversations taking place. Of course, we'll censor it because you know our mantra and you know what caused us to be what we are. And everybody on the platform might not be Christian, but we have a Christian ethos, our foundation, our connection, our roots. We are grounded in Christ, and so we are looking forward to that. We want to give a big shout out to, of course, our minister, who have, I believe, lost another family member, quite a few now, and it's kind of taking a toll. So we just want to give a big shout out, to her, because it's a her, yes. So we just want to bless her up. She listening from time to time, and she absolutely love the podcast. She think information is relevant what they putting out, and so that's important, and we just want to bless her for that. We just pray her strength even now during time of bereavement and grieving and so on, because we have to go through that process to kind of ease the burden and ease the pain. We understand, because when everything's said and done, we alone live to an empty space, an empty house, a family member who can't call again. We can't have that kind of conversation again. So that is part of it. And so we understand the grieving process, and we just hope and pray that she will go through the process and come out like pure gold. We're looking forward to it. Um, it's important. It's important that we honor the men. That is day coming up. To be quite frank, some churches have changed it and put the father first. So before we have Child's Month, we have Father's Day. So, for example, Tarrant Baptist Church, circuit of churches and so on, they celebrate Father's Day already, because they believe that Father's Day come before Children's Day or Child's Month. And so that is part and parcel, how they're looking at it. And it kind of makes sense if we think about it. You know what I mean? Because men make women mothers, yes, and they also help to make children, yes. See, you can't grow a tree without a seed, and so it work that way as well. And so we can understand, we put it in the God structure, yes, how God structured it, yes. um Man, woman, child. God is the head of the man is the head of his wife is the head of the household. So all that is part and parcel of the process as well. So we don't want to reside from our position, and we don't want, because of the prevailing narrative and cultural norms, that we give up that position either. It don't mean that we are dominant and we are domineering and we beat down people with a stick. No, that's not what it means. But we are fathers, and we must be recognized in our capacity as fathers, as men. Yes, and even more so as men of God. So today, we might not be as long today as we want to be, but we want to talk about a number of things. And so part of the thing that we want to look at is a number of men right now going through a very sensitive issue. Yes, it's a very sensitive issue. You would have heard on bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, Sir Craig. Bless up, a faithful Sir Craig. We have our Walk It Off coming, yes, Walk It Off coming up, and we are targeting the second Saturday in June for the Walk It Off, and so we're inviting you down to our church base. Yes, so you can take a drive down to Elsha Main Road, Evangel Temple Deliverance Center. That's where we actually start from, and so we walk from there up to Fort Clarence. If you want to take a dip, we take a dip, and then we walk, come back down, have prayers, bless you up, and send you off. A recommendation came from our dear brother Clark today, and he was saying that for that's a good idea, and it would be good for us to have t-shirts, yes. And so we're working on, as you see, our thing. So we are working on those t-shirts. The brown will be on a white t-shirt, so it will kind of pop up, and we might have to change the blue to a more pronounced color. But that's what we're working with thus far. I didn't notice a cave. I hope you notice that it's a cave. It's actually a cave, and it's Cave MC. So, so it's Mancave. You understand me? And so we are looking forward to doing that. So we're going to work that through for you guys. If you want and you want specific size, if you're a full figured, full size man, yeah, you need to let us know if you want a 2X or a 3X or a 1X if you're fit like a fiddle and build like a T. You understand me? Where your physique is can fit in that kind of thing. For the rest of us, we do a double X and up. But of course, you know what I mean? It's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up, and we're hammering it out. We're hammering it out for the second Saturday in June. Hersham Main Road, Evangel Temple Deliverance Center. I haven't told my bishop about it yet, but that is where we'll start. Yeah, and if we don't start on the church compound, we start right by that particular landmark, and we take a walk up to Fort Clarence, and then we come back down. So you know, when you reach Fort Clarence, I have about 4 beach right there. I am not sure if the powers that be would have sold out all of that piece of property, because I get it that Fort Clarence is under new management, but you had Boardwalk Beach and another beach up there where people have set up nice foundations. You can go there, take a dip, take a swim, whatever, and then come back up. People normally go there and exercise early on a Saturday morning, and so you might find some people down there too. If you want to join them, that will be okay as well. So we're looking at that. Evangel Temple Deliverance Center, Elsham Main Road, and we are right across the road from Open Bible, which is at the corner, which is right at the corner of the second turn into Greater Portmore. You can't miss us. We shape like a 50 cents. And so you can't miss us. We'll be there. And it's important, that we kind of come together as men. That's all our reasoning. We were intending on doing a fishing, the expedition, So you come with a line and we're going to throw out some line and see if we can catch some fish and do them kind of stuff. But we're working on those things, and those things will allow for men to interact with other men, even outside of their regular circles, just to have conversations, so we can just feel comfortable with each other, doing some stuff together and building each other. So that is part and parcel of what is coming up. And of course, for our church in particular, we are having a fundraiser. And if you have a fundraiser, you can let us know as well. We are having a fundraiser, and to be quiet, this is the forum. This actually is the forum for you to do that. You have a fundraiser. We understand school time coming up, things coming up, and people need to earn. Sometimes we need to do a little extra thing to earn some extra, so we can do some other stuff. Fix up a little house, send children to school, that kind of thing. And so that's where we're at right now. What we're looking at is we're having a fish fry. We'll be having our fish fry. It's not an annual fish fry, because we don't actually do this annually. And of course, I will be in the in the kitchen. Yes, so you can look forward to that. Yes, yeah, man. So my culinary skills will be on display. You're gonna see a man that what iron chef, that kind of something. That stainless steel chef. Yeah. So we're doing fish fry. So we'll be doing steamed fish, roast fish, fried fish. And if you want a curry fish, you can get that too. If you want a jerk fish, you can get that too. Because we can do it with the sauce and jerk it up nice. So we're looking at that. So you have steamed fish with crackers and bami. We're looking at roast breadfruit if we can get it at that time. And a number of other sides, festival and these kind of things. So we're inviting you down on the last Saturday in June. Let me get that specific date. I think the 27th. Let me just get that quickly. And again, as I said, this is the place for it. The last Saturday in June is 27th. So on the 27th of June, you can come in. We're starting to serve from about 11 a.m. Early lunch. And we'll be going straight down to the evening. So if you want a dinner too, we can work it out. If you want to call and make an order, you can call and make an order. And the numbers to call are 876-919, yes, 4899. 876-919-4899. We want you to come and us ends out together. Together we can build. Together we build each other. Together we can build and have some stuff done. If you're having a fundraiser, you can also let us know before the podcast is up, and so we can put it out there as well, so we can generate some support for you. And for your merch, for the walkie-talkie, it won't be too expensive. I think it costs about $1,500, $2,000, something like that. But you get a Mancave merch. and we'll be doing things together over a period of time. So, for example, um, we want to do a walk off by Emancipation Park at one point in time. So we'll keep you abreast of that. The first one will be, of course, starting at Evangel Temple, going up to Elshire, which is Fort Clarence in particular, right by Seafort there. And so, we'll be able to just enjoy, have a good time, all our reasoning. The Father's Day celebration in June, we will be hosting, of course, a special edition for that. And of course, we're going to big up some fathers and fathers to be, because say, like my brother Brown is I'm a bona fide. I'm a dying thing get married because we want to be a godfather. So we have the godfather thing lined up. So you have godfathers in waiting. Yeah, man. You understand me? Yeah, so we're looking forward to the celebrating the men, celebrating the fathers, celebrating, each other. And I don't think we can do better than that. Also, and this might not happen during the podcast time, but it will happen. There is an intention for us to become mentors. And I don't mean that we just read up or no. I mean that we become certified mentors. And so the intent is to put on a workshop. Yes, Bishop Cheryl, I'm trying to remember her last name, can't remember her last name, but she run a workshop for men. And of course, it's for men to mentor men. Yes, men who will be mentoring men, and you'll be a certified mentor. That means wherever mentorship is offered, you will be able to step into that gap, because you will be a certified mentor, meaning have a certificate. You'll be certified. She has done a number of workshops. She has been basically endorsed by the Ministry of Education, and she has done it for a number of churches. You come in, you get trained, you get the material. At the end of the day, there are several books that you will get. The Awe of God. A number of things. The book talking about men, so you have to read as well, and you have those as your what you call it now, reference material, on how to mentor men and how to work through the process with men. So those things are coming up. And if you want, if you talk about something, you want to be a part of that, you want to be certified as a mentor, let us know so we can organize so that to take place. I think for the workshop it's about $6,000, which is not a bad thing. And for you to be certified even at the national level, I think in the national vocation qualification thing also applies. It will be fantastic. You have to build you, and you have to add more competencies to your skill set so that you'll be able to answer the call and to deal with certain things. Share the podcast as we go along. Share it. And of course, share the information and let us know. Just send us in via the WhatsApp the information. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to be certified, let us know and we'll organize for that to happen. And it's going to be wonderful. You get a certificate, and your certificate will be recognized. It will be recognized so we can make some more things happen. Anywhere mentorship is being offered, you will be one of the lead person in there because you are trained as a mentor already. And we're not about us, no, we're about serious in-depth training workshop so we can work out what we need to work out. All right. So that's one of the things that we want to look at, and that's one thing that we want to do. And I just jump on this thing here and it isn't gone. That's one of the things we have though with these gadgets. Yeah, gadgets kind of beat you bad sometimes because we're trying to find something. You find it and then, whoops, it gone. All right, I want to talk about something serious today. Yes, and what I want to talk about today is a number of men between the age of 40 going up. We are suffering from erectile dysfunction. Yeah, we can talk about it. We talk about serious things like this, not a baby thing I talk about. We talk about erectile dysfunction. And erectile dysfunction don't necessarily mean that you're impotent. It don't mean that your penis can't stand up. What it means though is that you're not as full as you used to be. You're not, premature ejaculation, semi-erected, phallus, and so on. So we want to have a conversation about that. Usually when you start going through that though, the important thing is that you need to go to the doctor. so the doctor can give you a diagnosis as to exactly what might be happening. Several things do contribute to that. So some people think there's something wrong with the physical. Sometimes nothing wrong with physically. Sometimes something is wrong up here. And we're going to start with the obvious. We're going to start with the obvious. For some men, we are engaged in some very destructive activities. Yes. And so part of the parcel of why it's happening to younger men right now is simply because we are consuming things that are not good for us. It's just rum and boom thing, excessive alcohol. Like some people don't drink beer anymore, them drink white rum, chang white rum, Drankobati white rum, that kind of thing, and then mix it now with the boom. That now become a cocktail, a Molotov cocktail for your body. Some people smoke, and the smoking now, why does it give you a calming effect? It's also having a deleterious impact on your processing, your function, your mental capacity. Yes, and we're going to look at those two quickly. Now, the rum, alcohol help to destroy your prostate, and it impact on your sex drive, it impact on a number of things. So the alcohol in and of itself impact on those things. Then what you find that people are adding boom to this thing. Yes, boom, Red Bull, or boom, or nitro, or adrenaline, them adding energy drink to the alcohol. Now everybody know what alcohol do for you. Alcohol basically numb your senses and it bring you down low. Make you want to see, make you kind of mellow, make you start to laugh about everything, you know. When rum setting in your so it operates. However, the boom does the complete opposite. So this is a cocktail. This is the Molotov cocktail that you're drinking. One glass. So this is a glass. So you're drinking this, a glass. This glass is carrying you up and carrying you down at the same time. If something is going up and down at the same time, we are moving like this. No, that sends your body confusing signals. Confusing signals. It's sending your body confusing signals. Because your body is going up with the boom and the white rum is carrying you down. Yes? And that in of itself impacts everything. Your mental, because most people understand. Your sex drive start up here. It don't start down here. It start up here. All right. So that is impacting on your ability to focus, to concentrate, to do what you need to do. And your body it cannot respond the way it needs to respond because there's so much other variables in the body that the body can't respond to what it needs to respond to remain erected, to remain, you know, sex drive remain and so on. So we find that some men can have an erection, but it don't last. Okay, so we have that kind of impact. Also, if you're going through what we call andropause, I don't know how to call it andropause. If it's men pass a woman, it should be woman pass a man, don't it? It should be women pass. That's like you have men pass, you have women pass. They might call it andropause. Everything by them blame man, don't it? Anyway. So if you're going to andropause too, what you might find too is that your body is going through changes, your hormone is going through changes, and sometimes we start to question whether or not we still have it. If we still have a little G, we have still a little fire. If we can still light up the fire and blaze up a little thing, you understand what I say? We start one every cold good, or if we ever get no wood, we put it in the cold pot, feed blaze. Literally. Yeah. So you go through a kind of mixed feeling, emotions. Just like how women, when they're going through menopause, go through mixed emotions and so on. You go through those mixed emotions as well. And you sometimes you question the efficacy. You question yourself as to whether or not you still have the fire. And that can have all kind of things, because if depression sets in, it's going to impact you. If you try to engage sexually, and what you find is that you are not where you used to be, when you could, last half an hour, you know, and you'll be ready in the next 10 minutes to go a second round. You might that might not be happening. When that don't happen to some men, what happened to them? They go into depression. Worse, if their partners are not sensitive, what do? They critique the man. And when you critique the man, well, them call it they do. Beg your pardon. But that's what them call it. So why they do that? They have all kind of name to call you. That make matters worse because the male ego, the male mindset is very fragile, particularly at those times. And so what people don't, what people do is to kill. You hear him say, sticks and stones will break my bones, but word never hurt me. Lie them I tell. That's the most lied saying in the entire universe. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but word lie them I tell. Words have killed more men than sticks and stones have killed men. They have destroyed the men's confidence and reduced them to rubble, reduced them to nothing because of the critique, because of the mashing, the bashing. You understand what I say? Because of the lack of understanding, but because you are not fulfilled, then you just find that you're leaking out, and you're leaking out and reaching out, and yeah, those things impact negatively on the male psyche, and that impacts his ability to function, to be able to function sexually at its optimal. You understand me? So those are some of the things that are impacting on the male species, and some people take it for granted. Do not take it for granted, and don't allow for a number of things to impact your mindset, because those things are very important. No, I listened to a program recently, and there are some things that I think we should know, and so part of it too is this: if your partner, you're going through the same kind of issue, and some people have a prolonged, drawn out period of time. It's a life process, eh? Yes. And so your endocrine system, yes, kind of change up, and you know, some people lose them appetite for sex. You know, some people kind of, if you stay in that period for a prolonged period of time, it's going to impact you negatively. If you don't use it, indeed, you will lose it. Yes. So if you don't use it, you will lose it. And worse, if you don't have someone who is considerate and understanding and have the requisite information, you might lose it even faster. But for some, it is not gone forever. For some, it can come back. Yes. Tell the gentleman how to communicate to the female. And the female get them deal. Okay. Okay. We're going to do that. Yes. And I will tell you what to do for the Father's Daddy celebration. All right. So many years ago, we brought down two doctors, a clinical nurse and a medical doctor, for couples, and we were having the conversation about the whole issue of ED and so on and so forth. And a number of things that came out of those conversations and that particular seminar was that for some persons with exercise, you can get back to optimum. Yes. For the conversation, we must begin to have honest, open conversations about certain things. Yes. And that includes having a conversation with your wife about how you're feeling. Yes. And how your process, and how she can help you through that process, as well as when she communicates to you how she's feeling because she's going through menopause. You have to have that understanding as well. Yes, because we have to understand that all the days of our relationship might not be sexual relationship. If you love each other, we'll have sex from time to time. But as you grow older, you have sex less. And so part of the challenge, is to be able to satisfy your partner, and to understand why at some point in time we just might not have it as regular as we normally have it. We also need to let them understand, and we're not giving them ammunition to kill us, because some people might think it's ammunition to kill you. If it's happening to you, it's happening to you. And if you have an understanding partner, you wouldn't necessarily need for her to understand that I'm going through some issues. My confidence is a little bit down right now. However, you can help with that kind of processing. And part of it is to not destroy the male confidence by idle words and loose words. That is the major part. Yes, the major part. Do not destroy the male confidence. You understand me? Because our egos are fragile. Some people say, no, the ego's fragile. The male ego fragile. And if you behave like you want to replace him, or I'm going to say replace him, not don't mean I take it the next man, but you replace him in terms of the authority and how you deal with him and treat him, that will impact negatively on how he perceive himself and how he operate around you. So that is part of the honest home conversation that must take place. So we must have a conversation about how do we work through this process till everything is back on track. Yes, and it can't be because fully right. We can find other ways to satisfy our sexual urges. We can find other and those things are things that we need to look at and explore. And I'm not talking about tools and those paraphernalia. No, I'm talking about us together loving each other. No, people don't understand as well. Over time, when a thing that happens to people is that the things that we used to do, we don't do it anymore. So the kissing, the petting, and so on is no longer happening. Worse if we have challenges having sexual intercourse and so on. But that is not something that we need to take away. It's as long as a man don't feel safe in your presence, I don't feel comfortable in your presence, it's going to be hard for him to become hard. All pun intended. Yeah, so that's part of the challenge too. And so you need to have the kind of conversation. There'll be a home conversation. Yes, it don't necessarily mean to that you won't get no like a blue pill. That like a blue pill will help to kill you permanently rather than temporarily. So we don't run to get a little blue pill just to get a little rise and because it destroy other things. Part of the things that I learned in us kind of going through something is that, and this is what I want to look at. There are what we call the Kegel exercises that you can do. Yes, and you can look those up. Kegel exercise that you can do in order to exercise the muscles that control your blood flow, that control your how the valve in the phallus work to keep it erected and so on. So there are Kegel exercises that you can do to improve those things, as well as you have to correct some of the bad habits that some men have. The Roman boom and the weed and the grabber. The weed grabber must kill somebody, I tell you, because grabber is soaking tobacco leaf in mackerel brine, putting it to dry to smoke it, mixing it with the weed. So it have culture and have bacterial culture in it, because guess what, mackerel brine, the mackerel yucky, and the salt and yucky. And you put the grabber in that, dry it, mix it with the cannabis, and put it in a spliff and smoke a spliff. It must smash you up. Because remember, I say the cannabis of itself have different compounds, different chemicals in there that basically HTP will help you get to the high and all of these things. But if you have biological things in there and you are in here ingest that, then me I tell you have hell to pay. We have to cut out some of those bad habits. We have to go back to eating right. We have to go back to exercise. We have to go back to having sex regularly. A doctor tell me recently, we're having the kind of conversation as laughing. Him say, when you have things like a prostate swelling, yes, prostate swelling, what you need to do, you either go on medication or you increase the level of sexual activity that you have. No people know that. Him say you have about 19 to 20 times a month in order to kind of keep it at bay. Because part and parcel of why we have prostate swelling that impact on our erectile disability is when we have too much testosterone built up in our body and there is no outlet for the testosterone. What happens to it is that it becomes toxic. And give me the biological, explanation, but we can't remember that now. But what I do know, I'm saying the excess testosterone build up that is not being used up become toxic and impact on your prostate. Yes, your prostate, and so that too will help to make you become dysfunctional. So Part of the challenge is eat right, Kegel exercise, yes, and regular activity to keep, the machine running smoothly. Yeah, yeah, man. So that is part and parcel of the thing and the challenge, and that's where we need to work through the process. However, there is two things. There is what we call um, there's three muscles. Yes, three muscles in the particular in the phallus that helps you to remain erected and so on. And part of the passes, one is what we call the cis-functional, yes, one is cis-functional, one is levitator. Um, and so what is happening is this. We are doing a number of things that impact those three muscles. We have three muscles, yes, that is important for us to exercise. Like when some people talk about Kegel exercise, they're talking about the contraction and release, contraction and release. However, most men can't isolate because when you contract, so everything contract. Another phallus contract. Another your where you call now your urethra contract. The way you urinate. So you want to urinate, hold it and let go, hold it and let go. That kind of exercise the muscle. But most people don't know to isolate that muscle. See, that muscle is important because what that muscle does is when you're stimulated, yes. And again, we have to go back to foreplay. We have to go back to things. And this is an honest discussion now. I mean, we only have 5 minutes left to talk about it. We have to go back to those things because those things stimulate you. Yeah, your whatever your endorphins and your oxytocin and all these things get excited. Your brain light up, because you'll get some work, I'll get some things. When you do those things though, and it build up that kind of excitement. If you're confident in that way, it's at, you're gonna say, so it doesn't make sense because by the time if you tear off clothes and do, it's gone. You understand me? So you have to be also careful of that. But the 4B helps to build it up. Some of your muscle that you need to exercise, which you do with the Kegel thing, that will help you to, how it going on is when your phallus is filled with blood, that valve lock it in to keep you erected. Valve lock, keep you erected. So all the blood is in the phallus. So the phallus is up. Like a soldier, the man are all ends, because but that is not the only thing. You see, if we are continuously stressed out, if we are continually worried about some issues, if we continue that kind of pressure ourselves, if we continue not exercising, I mean, if exercise anything work, one thing is that, yes or no, that valve can malfunction based upon the rest of things that happen in your body. I'm trying to remember the names of the things that are important for you to remember, because those are the things that cause you to be firm. Yeah, I think I can use that word. To be firm in your erection, and it basically allow you to have a good time while doing the particular activity. But not only that, it also helps to allow you to have a fulsome sexual intercourse, and it gives you a more explosive ejaculation. Because of course, the pressure is built up. But in our dysfunction, what is happening is that some people leaking. So we're leaking fluid, and the blood is leaking back. So you're in the activity and the erection is going. And so the phallus is now forced to push out a little something. You understand what I said? So it's not keeping it for the explosion. It's not keeping it for the final push. Yes, and that basically premature ejaculation. So one of the things that we have to do, Kegel exercise. And when I say Kegel exercise, I am going to post at some later date the 3 muscles that are critical and important for good sexual activity, for good fulsome sexual activity, for a good climatic, orgasmic experience. There are 3 muscles that we need to look at, and 3 muscles that we need to exercise to get it going. But some people, and I guess because of their kind of work, what you'll find too is that this might never happen to them, but it is becoming far and few between now. Because, as I said, because of lifestyle and a number of things happening, what you find that a number of men are losing it. The idea of sitting down at your desk for 6 hours and 4 hours and 5 hours a day is also wrong. 6, 7, 5, yeah, it's wrong. It because it's impacting on those muscle groups that allow for you to have good sexual experience. No one knows enough, and chat about them thing, but we have a chat about them thing. Yes, I had a swollen prostate some time ago. It's actually happened to me twice in about 3 years, or something to that effect. And again, it's debilitating. It's worrisome and it's debilitating. Yes, but I want you to understand. So it's sometimes not the end of the world. Sometimes it's something that we need to look at. Sometimes we need to, yeah, we need to explore. If you can find natural remedies, I would recommend more natural remedies than if you go to the doctor and give you a tablet. Because I can tell you straight, some of the tablets reduce your sperm count. Even some of that, them with them recommend for erection, to give a full erection and so on. When you speed up your heart rate, so more blood going on here, but you still have the dysfunction because your penis not holding the blood, and so the blood is escaping. So by the time you have some fun and you want to carry it to the final furlong and have the explosion, you can't have the kind of explosion where you want, because by the time you're ready for it, dead and the little thing escape and sitting up. Yeah, I can't say that something. Yeah, but those things like the blue pill and some other pill, the Cialis, the Viagra and the other pills, those pills, the maca, the Indian god and all them things, study, all of them things that a man use, China brush and all the things. Those things help you to get to a point. But what it does for you, it forces your heart to beat faster. Your heart beat, push all the thing. But all the rest of the machine is not working. And so you might have a good first round, might have a good few rounds. It's a 12-round match. This is not a 5-rounder. It's a 12-round match. And so you go to 6 round and you go, and then 7 round you're gone. Yeah, and then by the time you reach 12, then beat you up and you're gone. And and the one that enjoy it. They enjoy the first part, the last part, the climax wasn't climatic. So natural remedies, good for you, turmeric and some other stuff that people recommend those things. Do your research and find something natural that kind of help you. I recommend those things because your body is a natural thing. Your body process synthetic things, but the synthetic things that your body process is not processed to the optimum. You understand what I say? Not processed to the optimum. And so those are some of the things that you need to do. You understand what I say? Yeah. So that is part of the thing where you need to look at too. You understand me, I go? And those are part of the thing. Yeah, Kegel exercises. Yeah, man. So those are things you absolutely need to start to employ as part of your arsenal. You understand me, I say? You have to do these things. It's important. Yes, see them there? And of course, I look to the side, it targets certain muscle groups. And so you see those muscle groups, and those muscle groups are very important. The tree muscle, that is very important for erection and for ejaculation, and all those things are right there. You understand me? Right now, we're saying we're having issues where a number of men are not responding the way they need to respond because of for whatever other reason there is. But it's important that we do these things. Stretching, yes, stretching. Butterfly, do the butterfly exercise with the pelvis. What I mean, you sit down on your bottom, you put your 2 foot them together, bring them up as close, and you do so with your foot them. So it gives your pelvis that kind of exercise, to give you the kind of, you understand what I say? You have to do these things. Even the pee exercise, you want to pee, you urinate your hole, you stop on your hole, stop on your hole. Those are also important things. But it needs constant, you need to be consistent with it. You need to be consistent with it so that it kind of help you to work through your process. Yes? And what you'll find over time, the short, medium term, what you'll find is you will improve. Your sexual thing will improve, and so of course your partner will soon be back to being happy. Again, You want to have a conversation. Take the wife out on a private trip. Go on a boat, or go somewhere you and alone can sit down and have a conversation about how you're feeling. Yes, some of it might be reciprocal. That means you have been feeling this way because she has not been giving in, because she's going through menopause and those kind of things. You feel neglected, you feel down, you don't want to go to the road to go find anybody for just go chuck down in a, yeah, that kind of something there. Because you have some people where with chuck, you can chuck down in and them turn the inside out, rip your apart and all these things, but you don't want that kind of something. You really want to be faithful to your partner, and so you have to have a conversation, honest, open conversation. Say I am not having a full erection in recent times, so and so and so. I've been having some challenges. Some my confidence is not where it needs to be. We need some time, and I'm working on it. Go see the doctor. Whatever the doctor suggests. Don't take the needle, don't take the pump. The belly have a pump, then penis. Whatever. Penis pump is really for a moment in time. Swell up the vein and big so, but it don't fix the root cause. It don't fix the weak kegel muscles. It don't fix the valve that allow for when the blood flow come in, that valve closed so it remain erected. It don't fix that. You understand what I say? So the injection and the ray and the sitting, don't bother with that. You understand me? Don't bother with that. Don't bother with a shock therapy and all these things. There are some other non-invasive methodology that can help you to rekindle the fire and so on. So you can use that too. And whereas some of the time we don't necessarily subscribe to all kind of sexual techniques, but what you can do too is explore those as well. It allows for you to keep your partner satisfied, and it allows for her to satisfy you, and so we can work through the process together until you're back on your foot. She can help by giving you what you need to eat, worried you when you drink foolishness. Roman woman and smoke cigarette and go on with that kind of foolishness. She can worry about those things because she wants you to come out to full health and full functionality. So that's important. And so what we do now is so we co-op her as an assistant in your healthy lifestyle drive to get back to normal. You can do the same for her. Because when she's going through menopause and she's going through the hot flashes and she's going through low sex drive, she's going through dryness of vagina and all these things, and she don't want to have sex because she's bruising up and it's painful and it's itchy, because when you bruise up inside, feel itchy and all these things, you going to have to understand that as well. So it's really a give and take. And so if we can understand each other better, then we can work better. And of course, if she wants to try, although she's dry and so on because she's going through menopause, then guess what? Go get some KYB lotion. It's good for that kind of thing, Darbitan, yes, she's lubricated and can do and sit and thing and enjoy each other. Yes, walking is also good. Exactly so. Walking is because of walking, so the muscles are working. Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. Yes, Mr. D, a serious thing. So the walking is good. So the exercise not be rigorous, You don't have to go do all the squat, tone, you have to the pound. Okay, we should do that, but a long time I don't think. But we want to go back to that too. So I'm gonna try to work it out. Or we can do what we call the Tai Chi exercise. It's simple, but it gives you some alacrity. It gives you the stretches. It gives you the pelvic stretches that you need to target certain muscles. It gives you a certain kind of relax, enter into a kind of exercise that allow for all of the things to happen without you busting a muscle and pulling a hamstring. You understand me? So those things are important. So the walk is important, and the walk don't have to mean that you walk on the road. Why is that to be good? Because as you walk on the road, I don't know if you ever do this. When you walk early in the morning, you see people, you see things, a whole lot of things you say kind of give you a certain kind of feeling, kind of euphoric feeling. Your breeze are blowing in your face and that kind of something is other people walk, people happy, people hear you, people recognize you, people come out just to see you walk past because they do it on a regular. And so for them to see and say, oh, bless you, man, you walk today, all right, have a good walk. Your neighbor, that kind of thing. And so you find so that also help. but you can actually walk on the spot. Like for the Kegel exercises, you don't nail it on the spot. You're not running. You're doing it slow, almost like the kinesthetic kind of exercise. You do it slow, but you do a certain amount. So that you start to burn. You start to burn calories and you start to stretch those muscles. You start to give those muscles tension because you're stretching it. You're tired, but you stretch it some more. You're tired, but you stretch some more. So you become stronger. You become more elastic. You become more, you pull it, go back into place. So that kind of thing. So the walking is good. The stretching is good. You know, some people have all kind of name for it, but you can do that. You know the thing when you hold your foot apart, you bend over, and you use your left hand to your right foot, and so on. That's also good. So what you do, say your target for the first 2 weeks, you say I'm going to do 25 of those every morning. Yes, and I'm going to do the twists every morning. So you're working your sides, you're working your grind, you're working your waist. So you're working all of those areas that target the chi muscle that helps in that particular area. When you finish that too, squatting is also good, and you don't have to squat with weights. Yes, you just to do the squat. Yes, you can do a half squat on the wall where you sit down with your back to the wall without anything underneath you, and you hold that position. What you find that your inner thighs and your thighs itself, the tension on the muscle also help to start to rebuild some of the Kegel muscles. We're looking, you're looking at squats as well, where you just take a broomstick, put on your shoulder, and put say a 2x4 under your heel, or a 1x3 under your heel, and you squat. I mean, you go down your back straight and you push up. So you stand up, you go down, you stand up, you go down, you stand up. Do it about 25 times for the first 2 weeks. Increase the amount as you go along. So the second week now you move from 25 to 50. And the fourth week now you move from 50 to 100. So you can do that. Those things help to build those muscles, your leg muscle, your groin muscle, your belly button. Enough people don't understand that it's part and parcel of the of why the dysfunction is happening, because we are not having sufficient exercise. When you're running up and down and playing scrimmage for 2 and 3 hours a night, and you come home and you go change off and you play bars until you sweat out and you smell like when them burn zinc, you realize that there was much more. You had much more fire in you. When you and your partner would go out and you just playing, lovingly touch each other and kiss and blah blah blah, you realize a whole of things happen. Your head start, there are difference in your head. Find just find things that you used to do, find things that you enjoy doing. Find, and listen, and it don't be expensive. Go walk on the waterfront, buy a smoothie and walk on the waterfront and tell her how she nice and rare and sitting and thing and rare. You know what kind of sugar thing you know and say. Those things are important, and those things help to build the relationship. Kissing trigger a different kind of chemical reaction. No people understand that. And that's why I don't go for your kiss everybody. Yeah? Because kissing trigger a whole different kind of thing in your brain. It rearranges the chemical in your brain. We're exchanging body fluid. And we are doing it tenderly, we are doing it out of passion, we're doing it, and it actually your whole perspective. You understand what I say? And that put you in that as a mode, but your mindset come focus front and center upon what you're doing, expectations and rare and these things. So that is also part and parcel of it too. And that's part and parcel of how we can do it better. Yeah? Because we're building every part of us at the same time. I know we're trying to make some money. I know we want to carry out. I know we want to go expensive place them. I know we want to go around Lady Grand, Lady Hamilton, down Hanover, the big old hotel, nice food, good red, the bed, the palatial and all these things. Or we want to go over by the Zoetry, where them say, you know, pleasure and relaxation is on a different level. You understand me? You can go get a massage by the river and Ray. You can get the mud massage. You can get robot all of the nuts out your back and some put like a warm stone in pan and them you get chop thing. Yeah. And then I say relax it down to the ground and fix up nice. You have facial when you're done and fix up. Scrub off your foot and you can go you can get a whole body remake. Those things are nice. Even better when you do it with the one you love. Even better when you do it with your partner. And so those things are things that we need to look at. We can't hide from these things because from time to time it will happen. You understand me? From time to time some things happen to we and we don't take it seriously or we try to hide it because the bottom line is we don't want nobody to feel like say we lose a little fire. You understand what I say? Some man, when them feel like them lose a little fire, what them do? Them go find a woman out the door for prove to themselves, say, themselves a fire. Wi-Fi note, bangarang, life mash up, everybody part, gone with the business. You understand what I say? We're not in an approving thing. We understand how the body work, we understand how the mind work, we understand how the muscle group work, and we understand what we want to accomplish out of life. And those are some of the things that we need to look at. As I said, I'm going to tell you the name of those muscles so you can actually do the research and based upon those research, you can basically able to target those things. And as you target them, you'll find that your sexual experience become better, not worse over time. Yes? And if you drop some of the bad habits that the people have, the drinking and the smoking and the weed and the grabber and the boom and the rum and these things, you'll find that there's an improvement. Energy drink is not for every day. Don't do that every day. Don't put that in your body every day. It will kill you faster than anybody else can. And I mean, it kill you from down there up to your life. Some people drink energy drink and them have a heart attack because it lift them heart, because heart speed up and start to race because energy drink is made from, they ever call them taurine or two something like that in there. What is that? What is that? We need to do the research. It is synthetic bull cow sperm. Let me say it again. The taurine or taurine or whatever that's in an energy drink, it is synthetic bull cow. So we call them bull cow. People say bull and cow. Bull are the male, cow are the female. We say bull cow because everybody are cow for we. So we are saying it is synthetic bull sperm. No, you and I are not cow. You and I are not bull. We are man. Bull cow, we are 400, 500, 600, 700 pounds. Big red pole bull, big saw. Shoulder big saw, walk like monster. And that, him make that naturally. For him jump on the next cow. You understand what I say? And imagine we know, I got use a synthetic version of that. To get our energy up, to deal with. To kill yourself, or to kill the woman, where the pan? Where the pan? That's why we have heart attack. You have little sex and by the time you ejaculate, you're gone. Synthetic bull sperm is not something that mankind needs to drink. In a real life, in a real way. Check it out. You think I lie, I tell? Go look on the Red Bull and see where they're there. The touring or whatever I name. That is synthetic. And that will kill you. The cow heart big so, for your one little so. For him big heart so can angle it. Your little heart so never make for angle it. Some people now want to take arse tonic. No, the tonic is to ask them. And they ask them penis long like my hand. Me not see no man unless my boss with him penis long like my hand. So me not see why we have to go by up it up 13 or whatever. The same thing when they get asked that we take a tablespoon every morning to make sure so we can fire some work later in idea. That don't make no sense neither. So we have to drop the bad habits. Yes? We have to go link the doctor. We have to have the conversation with our partners. We have to start do the exercise. Yes? We get back to a regular self. Yes? Mean that we can make love. And one final thing, because some of us actually do this and it's wrong because we love watch some blue movie thing, you know, some whoop array and foolishness. You know, in the blue movie, I'm gonna make love for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Him is an android. Anyone that make love for 3, 4, 5 hours is an android. And anyone that receive that for 3, 4, 5 hours, she make out a leather. In a real life. In a real life. Yo, let me tell you what doctor tell me. Let me tell you what doctor. You my doctor friend now. She said, Prince. She said, Prince, foreplay is important. You know, my doctor tell me, She said, foreplay is important, Prince. She said, Prince, you say, when they do the foreplay and the vagina reach a little stage where, you know, juice up and thing and the lip them fat up and sitting. She said, Prince, from you go so boom, boom, you know. She said, we need to make 2 little knock, you know. Yeah, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Woman over the moon. And you supposed to be on your way. 15 minutes stops. If you feel have a little longevity, 20 minutes, 25 the most. She say anything after that, abuse of people. Like a scratch a part of your hand too long until the skin come off. She said, look, you got dinner for hour. It's a mad thing. It's a reality thing. You got another for hour. So she have a 3-4 climax and you just cut one because they use Indian God, they use Chinese brush, they use stud 1,000 or stud 2,000 or black hands. We know the word of them, you know. Yeah, man, because when you use your man talk about them thing there. It's a dangerous thing. The thing that, yo. Listen, some of them thing there, didn't heal the sensitivity in your phallus. So when your phallus turn up so, all it have is the blood chopping out so. And it now have no sensitivity in your head, you know. So you have to beat it so till you have to beat it or work it for the woman so till it get by the sensitivity before it can release itself. No, that's a wicked act. Because if you put on too much, you have to have about 2-3 hours of work, you know. You have to work, rest before you get your thing, you know. That's not good for you. It's not good. And so what we need to do is we need to understand these things. The poor woman need, if you do the thing right, she don't need more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If she crave and she can get 25 minutes. People understand, you know, a heavyweight boxing match at 3 minutes each. And some man get flat out in a 3 minute get knocked out. Some man got 10 rounds. 3 times that at 30 minutes. And when they done them tired and fast and beat all them, I think do a whole body makeover before they come back a road. You understand what I say? And in that a match, it's not a fight that we're having. So why is it that we don't want to thump up the woman or have sex so long so they come like a thump, she get thump up for satisfied? No, I think that works. So. The touch, the play, the kiss, you know, them kind of something there. Fix up the thing so that your work not be this is a work you go a pleasure. Because some people come like when they have sex and work them I go. You understand what I say? Like boy, I go for a sledge of mine and come and lick down the house here. And they always go to concrete, it's steel, all part that to go boom, boom, boom. No, and that's how the thing work. And that's how the thing work. You understand me? So a pleasure and a work. A pleasure and a work. And I like them kind of work there. So we have to understand how the body works. You have to understand where we know to take. When you're young, you eat that you do all kind of foolishness. Now that you're older, you have to understand how the thing work. The thump up, and the daggering and sitting enough away. No. And the one over two, no. Enough away neither. You understand me? And whilst I'm not here to tell people about their own sexual appetite, you have some places where penis don't go. Yeah. Some places are exit. You must never enter through the exit. You understand me? Not when you have a door. If you have a front door, go to the front door. Don't enter through no exit. Use the front door, not the exit. Yes? And so, those things, because that's unhealthy too. That's unhealthy too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I can remember since I exit that thing. That's a wastewater pipe. So, we have to understand how we are working. You understand me? But we have to be careful with our health. Our health is very important, extremely important. And some things happen to us because we have neglected to service those things and to make those things workable. You understand me? And we must never do that. For optimal performance, for peak performance, it means that those 3 kegel muscles that is in your groin area, it need to be not the service, but exercise. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And so the conversation must be too, when you're not fully optimal, the conversation must be, how do we do this, babe? Because I'm going through these issues and so on. But I'm still find you attractive. I'm still passionate about you. Is that I can't last so long. The penis now snap so stiff. The penis kind of, 3/4 way, 75%. It now reach 100, 80%, but no 100%. How do we work this through? And there are times when you must enjoy your partner without penetration, because that also helps to build the kind of, the kind of efficacy there. Just enjoy your partner. Yeah, man. Rub on your partner, man. I long her whole body naked. I lie down and she lie down. Do something together, and just a touch, because the touch itself bring back some form of connection with all the chemicals that impact your need for sexual satisfaction. Oxytocin, all of these things. And so that is part and parcel of how you must push forward. Yes, your health is important. Her health is important. Together, we'll continue to have, good sexual relations, and our family will be still together. And you have to understand, so God made both of us for each other, and so we have to consider each other needs, and that is part of the need. For men, though, for those who are on the line who are not men, I want to tell you something, though. We are not in a competition. We are not in a competition. And the female, you must understand how fragile the male ego is. Stop killing your husbands with the critique when them going through the struggle, but we can never share together. Yeah, man. That is something that we need to learn and exercise. You mean that like a dead lad, Yeah. I'm on board, man. I'm workless. You want to go through certain changes in body, certain things to medical. You understand what I say? Some things because you not get it this long time. Because guess the last time do it, you never fully do the 100, and you kind of feel like say you were undone. Worse if I'm 2 times before, so you know a game kind of want halfway up and halfway down, and ray. I understand all of that, but you must also understand. So if I tell you something, that is part of the challenge, and we have to work through the process. And the process can be, you got a doctor, go doctor go fix yourself now. Oh, better go get 2 little blue pill them. Go get 2 little blue pill because me say the man I'm taking now one rare. There are some young men at 16, 17, and 18 years old in Jamaica where I buy bootleg Viagra. No, we are 6. When we are 16, we don't need the Viagra. Every man we wake up and 3 foot. And now we have 16, 17, 18 year old boy now we're on Viagra because they want to be long distance tuller. Long distance what kind of tuller. Long distance either. Mash up yourself. By the time I'm 25. I remember one man coming to the pharmacy and I say, say, it's a little piece of work last night and him couldn't even mash up the work. So him come for out of pharmacy where him can take. And I say, when them say him take some bitters. So the pharmacy give him some bitters. And I chunk multivitamin and say, need rest. Need rest. Nah, a lot of times, But I always say to you, and I owe him become concerned. But those are part and parcel of the process. And if you abuse your body will at some point in time give you a walk. Yes? So take care of yourself, men, so that you can take care of your homes. You understand what I say? And remember, if you can minister to your bed in your bedroom. Yes? So if you work out that part there too, make sure say you become a minister of the bedroom. Not a bedroom bully, but a minister of the bedroom. You understand me I say? So you have to work through them parts too. And of course, it's always good to be here with you. You know what Frank Frank discussion and all these things. As I say, I'm going to send you the name of the muscles because those are important things. So you can do your additional research. And the Kegel exercises are there. If you go on the internet and say Kegel exercises, and you put in the parameters, they will tell you exactly what you need to exercise to get, optimum performance, peak performance from your sexual reproductive system. And that's important too. For men though, sex is not an option. Sex is one of the thing where we do to feel comfortable, to feel secure around you. Man have sex with women who them feel secure around. I mean, not about a one night stand thing, but about consistently. You have a one woman, another you're one woman. If you and her make love and you're comfortable on her, you will always enjoy that kind of relationship, that kind of sexual activity, and you'll be happy. So let's do the right thing and do the research. We can put up some of the information. So if you continue to watch a black spot, you will see some of the information where the kegel muscles are concerned, and know to build up those particular three muscles that are responsible for your erection, your flow, and the longevity with which you have sex. Be blessed in Jesus' name. And Jesus make way. So if we have this conversation, I make way everything where we have, I make it. And then make it work a particular way. Just like we make we for the woman. So we have the stick, we have the hole, and we are working through. That's how God made it. So we don't have to be it don't have to be icky. Yeah. We just have to understand how the thing work and how we can get back to where we need to get back to. Bless. This should be our final podcast. But we do have activities. So watch the black spot, watch your WhatsApp. We are having on the second Saturday in June our walk it off from Evangel Temple, El Shamian Road down to Fort Clarence and back up. Yes. It's a good walk, and that is also good for you. We have fish fry on June the 27th at Evangel Temple Durant Center. Proceeds are in need of our church building fund. We're trying to finish tile the church, so we give that little presents and so on. We have done much work. Our bishop, Kenneth Morrison, have led that charge, and we just tip our hats to him. We have been doing it slowly but surely, and the church is becoming what we want to become. It's an edifice, but we want to be a sanctuary for the people who want to know God and who want to share in a family experience. It's a place where God resides, and we will continue to make it that. You understand me? Yeah, prayers take place there. If you want to come and pray, you can come and pray. If you want to come and have conversations with a member of the presbytery, you can. Yes, and so we're going to work it through. We're going to have Daddy's Day celebration on our special podcast, and we're going to big you up. To be quite frank, I think we have some giveaways on that day too, and so we want you to come on and share and talk and all kind of something. Yeah, so we can just kind of build that kind of vibes. We're going to make it happen, and so we invite you to just forward. Yeah, just forward and participate. Next season it's going to be bigger and better, and there are some stuff that we want to do differently because we want engagement. We want to have the conversation with you. So we're coming into some spaces to have the conversation, and we're going to have all of those talks and all of the issues that we have. And we're going to invite some of our wives in here too, just to have conversations. Just so that kind of balancing. That's what we're going to do as well. So we look forward to those things. I know some of us are not married, but we intend to get married, so we need to hear your views as well, so we can share with you. So you have balanced views, because some people have unrealistic expectations, and we don't want you to be one of them. Be blessed. I'm Horace Prince, your host of the Mancave. It was wonderful being with you. That's been, I think the season grew from strength to strength. We're more excited every time I come, just to share. The monologue of my things still, but we can't chat enough, so we can have to balance it out. And for all our wonderful participants who would always drop in a comment and share, yeah, we're working it through that way as well. And so it's good to have you. It's good to hear from you. There's some staples here, so we have to big them up same way. You know what I mean? It's a day, big up yourself. Craig, big up yourself. You know what I mean? Pastor P, big up yourself. You understand me? Minister, big up yourself. Over people upon the thing. So we know we're not listening and so on, and we want you to continue to listening. We want you to contribute as well, because we want to be an open forum. Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself, my brother. You understand me? And it's going to be great. So have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of Sunday. And be blessed in Jesus' name. Love you guys. Look forward to the walk it off. Look forward to the daddy celebration. And look forward to seeing at the fish fry. Come eat a big sea fish, man. Can the wife come? Because we have no fish in every different way you can think of it. Yeah, man. So we can do sweet and sour fish. We can do curry fish, steamed fish and crackers, steamed fish and bami, fry fish, roast fish. Yeah, man. Stuff with callaloo and these things. Great things. Great things will happen. So let's come and end out. But we'll have an open mic on the evening of the fish fry. So we have an open mic. So come with poetry, you know what I mean? And come with song. And we just all our reasoning. And we'll sing some nice gospel, sing some nice song, bless up the place, share some poetry, talking about life and the struggles of life and the triumph of life and the successes of life. Yeah, kind of hard time and a hard time alone we have. We have all kind of time. Yeah, man. All right, in addition to the exercise, it would be good if you can share the beverage, adventure drink, the natural stuff, and the type of food to eat. I can share that with you, sir. I've been researching that for the last about 6 months. So I can share some of that with you. So we look forward to it. But you can start save up the money, the pumpkin seed, the linseed, the sunflower seed, them things are nice. Add to the thing, you understand me? Pumpkin spice, with beetroot, shellers. You understand me? I say almond milk as a base or coconut water as a base. Just blend up, and these things give you good supply of zinc for the don't the thing, and them things. You understand me? I say. So we're going to put up some stuff, and so you will get that. So the exercise and the natural drinks where man, the Irish mash, not the one with the boil out and sugary sweet. Cause enough people know them kill most of the nutrients and that. That's about Irish mash. Where you clean up, wash up nice, soak it overnight in a coconut water or soak in the water by itself. You understand me? When it is swollen, then you blend it out. I mean, that's not, it's blend out. We liquefy it in the blender. And then we add to that now. You can add, what we add is pumpkin seed, yes, and pumpkin. Yeah, what we do the pumpkin, we just basically boil water, put the pumpkin in it, and make it cool down. We like have a stove. You understand me? And blend it out. So it's kind of parboiled, semi-boiled. Blend it out. You can clean off the skin. Then the blemish, take a blemish off of the skin. And you can do it with the skin as well. Blend that out to, along with the beetroot, along with the carrot. You understand me? Along with the pumpkin seed, along with the Irish mash. You know what I mean? And you can put a bit of night because a little bit of good for your thing. Clean up your blood, give good blood flow. And powerful juice. As a matter of fact, it's about the walk it off. Let's bring some money forward. When the walk it off, we gotta make sure we get some and a power punch. I call them man, I make power punch. A bigger thing. Them thing are yeah. So we're gonna have some of that too. Yeah, man. So we just power up, do a thing. Yeah, man, for real, man. Them thing a good thing. Man. And so we can just enjoy our life and grow from there. Find a nice place to carry wifey. Make sure you carry them out and things. And every day wife want there, yeah. Some wife want to go out some of the time, but sometimes we never do think about it because we there suffer and I try to earn the next dollar. But the fact of the matter is we can do this. Carry out. Nice. As a matter of fact, save our money. And before the end of the year, it's cheaper if we go on a small island them than to spend a weekend in one of the hotel them. No people know that. We can tell you that. It's cheaper if do 4 days and 3 nights at Colombia or Dominican Republic or anywhere in place. It's cheaper. And that includes airfare too. You're a trip out. You don't need no visa. You're a trip out. Enjoy your life. What do you mean? You light some fire now and bed over there. You know what I mean? We have to do some things. And of course, by the lady enjoy himself. And we enjoy ourselves too. New place, new faces, new experiences. We have to do these things together. Make life better. Bless you. We're gone. So long as I'm here, talk. We're gone. But look out for the recipes and look out for the exercises. Be blessed. Mancave, Warriors Prince. We're out. Yeah, man.